everybody, it's Cinnamon Cooney, your Art Sherpa, and I believe I'm live today.
We are.
Happy New Year's
Happy
Eve.
New Year's Eve.
I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are ready for 2017. If you're coming and you're in 2017, it's going to be an awesome painting for you too. For everybody on replay, how you doing? It was a little bit to catch our wave, catch our stream today, which is why we're titch delayed.
Hey, yeah, it was
Sometimes the tech of all of this stuff is extraordinary. I'm not even sure where we are.
We're surfing the inner tubes.
We're some places live. So wherever you're watching us live, hi, how are you doing? Going to show you how to paint the party dress today. I'm going to explain to you everything you need to know to succeed at this painting. This is really possible for a first-time painter, for a real beginner painter. These techniques are real easy to adapt and do. The tools are easy and inexpensive. I mean, the whole thing is just going to be such a lot of fun. If you saw us yesterday live and you've come back from that, hi, thank you for coming back after seeing us paint all day.
Yep.
It's my husband's birthday today.
It is. We don't talk about that. It's super secret.
It's super secret.
Super secret.
Well, I'm going to get my coffee.
You got your coffee?
So we're going to guide you through everything and the materials, but the first thing we like to do on our live events is put wishes for our community into the canvas, and we have just a for sure return wish for Heart, for a little boy that we're hoping that his heart surgery and heart goes really well. And there have been a lot of requests for wish of love and hope. Mm-hmm. Do you have any you would like me to add to the canvas besides happy birthday, John? I got to put happy birthday, John, in for everybody who has a birthday.
Yeah, all the
in December and the beginning of January.
Yes, all those.
We celebrate with all of you. End of the year, beginning of the year, people.
Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, peeps.
I am using a kind of pastel pencil, and it disappears into my paint easily.
Does it?
So you got to really think about what you're writing your wishes in the canvas with, or they will stay through and blue through.
Oh, Cinnamon.
What?
I'm going to give you 3 guesses of how many people are in the room with us right now.
300?
There's more than that.
I have no idea how many people.
Well,
Hi.
370 people right now in the room.
Hi, 370 people.
Hello.
We're going to give you the best New Year's Eve ever and do it in a reasonably safe thing because you're at home enjoying yourself, celebrating your New Year's however you like.
We started with the right party music. It's party time today. Wow, thank you guys for coming.
Bubbles? I don't have bubbles.
Oh, I'll get the bubbles going in just a minute. Don't worry. We have bubbles. And we have picture-in-picture. We have all sorts of stuff. And
we do have picture-in-picture. If you don't draw, in the link below, you see a link to the Traceable. Traceables are kept on the artsherpa.com as well. And what that basically is about is I don't think drawing is what is required to paint. It's nice to be able to draw. It's a learnable skill. A lot of great YouTube channels about drawing. But if you don't draw yet, don't let that stop you from having a good time with your friends and your family being creative. A lot of art stuff. A lot of artists don't even draw. John is running stuff. Today's materials, we're an 11 by 14 canvas board. These come in packs, are really economic. They're great to paint on and also easy on storage. I know some of you are like on painting 200, 300, so storage is getting to be a thing, and so we're starting to think about that in our practice when we're designing stuff, because we know you guys are like, they're Texas snowflakes. I love my Texas snowflakes. That we don't get any actual snow.
We're already double Sherpa today, man. It is a fantastic day.
We're going to be double Sherpa?
We are already double Sherpa.
Then you have to come out and give me a birthday kiss.
I'm going to come out and give you a birthday kiss.
You have to, and a little birthday jiggle. We usually hit Sherpa, which is 300 anything, somewhere in the middle of the show.
I can do the dad.
Did you just dab? Your daughter will divorce you. I've been forbidden.
Double dad.
Don't let her know. She said she'd get tortured at school. So it's John's birthday today, as many of you know. I love all these bubbles. Puppy loves all the bubbles too. She's like having a whole little joy. She thinks they're for her. Today's materials are real simple acrylic paint colors. We have titanium white, Mars black, yellow ochre.
Okay, push the button. Okay.
Titanium white, Mars black, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, phthalo green. Now you'll notice here on my thing it says blue shade. A lot of paint tubes won't tell you because it doesn't matter. It's all blue shade.
Cinnamon was trying to be so nice for you guys by turning those tubes upside down so that she could read them that way. But what she doesn't know is I've secretly arranged the camera so that...
and quinacridone magenta, as well as phthalo blue.
You don't have to turn them upside down. The camera's right. See, the camera's right side up.
I see that. I'm also using acrylic glazing liquids. You can get this at Michael's and different craft supplies and online. I've got links to all these products down below in my descriptions, so you can easily get to them, but you can find them most places. This slows down the drying time of my paint, so it doesn't dry me so fast, and allows me to glaze at the same time too. And then today I'm going to be doing my daubers. My little pouncers. Because that's how I do my bokeh effect, which is the out of focus effect that photographers have made so big. I feel like 2016 was brought to you by bokeh. I'm going to put out a little white paint. My golden white paint. You can use different brands or materials, guys.
I'm going to say that we have over 404 people in the room right now.
404
thank you guys.
People.
Yeah.
I hope you are painting along. But you know
thank
what?
You guys.
If you want to just mellow out and just chillax and like watch other people paint for your holiday, that's a good thing too.
This is going to be a very easy, very chillaxed painting a girl. Now, what's awesome is some of you guys came to our live last night. And but this is going to be a really easy one.
I'm going to actually show you how you paint it.
Yeah, this
which
is
to me
awesome.
is exciting.
So, all right.
So I put out these little plops, you'll notice, of acrylic paint, and I have my 2-inch stiff white nylon brush. These are very inexpensive, and I really like them for this. One of the things that they do is they don't over soak up water. So if I dip in, I just dip the brush a little bit into the water, drag off the extra water because I don't want it to be crazy wet. If you find your brush when you touch it, you're like, wow, that's just really wet, just wipe it off on a towel and you'll be fine. I'm going to load up. And when I say that, I mean like getting my brush in the paint. I come from the outside of my paint plop here. And I'm just trying to get the tips of my bristles, and I'm going to come over and get a couple spots. You can kind of see it there.
Oh, yeah.
Of my ochre. So it's not all of it ochre, just some. And then, just to be cheeky, a little burnt sienna too.
Oh, so many little brushes with us, Tyler.
Awesome.
Oh, there you go.
Well, you can say hi to little brushes. I'm going to just make, I'm going to take a brush stroke, a nice wide brush stroke from the top down. Just covering the canvas.
I'm going to go ahead and pull up our picture-in-picture for you as well.
Yeah, so you can see how this is going. See, I'm just going in and the brush really just does all of this work for me. And another thing that you can do is you can put out your glazing liquid if you have it. You don't have to use this. This is me being very spoiled and really liking this stuff.
Yep.
It is not, I mean, most of my years as a painter without it, I just really like it. I'm happy to say those of you that have found it have said, oh no, that was totally cool. You know, sometimes you find good stuff as a painter. I felt like I got a little too much brown there, and you notice I sort of wiped it off. I'm just going to come here and paint that right there again.
I'm going to have a little issue here with my
camera?
PIP girl. No, I'm going to reset that input.
What input?
My picture-in-picture input. It's just
oh, okay. And I want to kind of pick up a little more yellow ochre. I feel like I'm not getting in a little enough yellow ochre. So I'm going to load a little more on my brush, come get some white, and just come back and just make sure. Oh, see that nice streaking effect that I'm getting? This is what makes us feel like we've just come into a well-lit party. Parties have very special lighting. Not just special emotional space, but I think they have very special lighting.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to get a little white in there. Go ahead and get a little brown. And add that there. There we go. Just getting the streaks. Brushing out my words. Not that they're not beautiful words. They're beautiful words. Right? Sometimes the words are beautiful. And you can just see that I'm working. I don't really mix it on the brush.
Yeah.
Get more glazing liquid out. Some of these inexpensive canvases, when you work with them, when you paint with them, you're going to notice that they are almost resistant of paint.
Whoop.
Important thing to know is it's not you.
I was having a little technical thing here. Sorry for that.
What was the technical?
Oh, nothing. I was just sorry. I was a little slow on some of my switching there. So.
Oh, it's your birthday. So everybody give John a break. It's his birthday.
Well, we've had a fantastic crew out here today, and what I'd like to say is we've had huge attendance both on Facebook and on YouTube. And
did we actually make it to Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to say anything. Hi, Facebook!
We've got over 100 people there in Facebook with us, and almost 500 people here on YouTube. So thank you guys for all coming. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please, if you guys on Facebook, please hit that share button. Helps get the word out there. YouTube, you as well. Love hanging out with you guys. We'll do more shenanigans here as the show goes on, but we're going to let Cinnamon show you how to get this awesome background.
Oh, shenanigans all the time.
Shenanigans for sure. But.
Shenanigans, relaxing, good vibes, mellowing out, being happy. That is what I'm saying. I'm declaring now 2017 is, I love my bubbles. It's just going to be about being happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's make it about that. Let's make it about feeling great.
Oh, yeah.
And feeling amazing. So you'll notice that I really tried to keep a very streaky canvas here.
Oh, yeah.
And that really just gives that effect of beaming light coming down.
And,
if it gets too dark,
yes,
all you've got to do, come back with some white and just streak. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Lighten it right up. You want more dark downward streaks, you can add those back in. You can paint this several layers.
Awesome.
So I'm going to rinse this out.
While you're doing that, I'm going to say, hey, Little Brush Maddie,
Hi,
thanks
Little
for
Brush
joining
Maddie.
us. Thanks for joining us. I love little shout outs. So you can.
I love little brushes. We get asked a lot, like, what age is a little brush? And I say, little brushes are whatever age they want to be.
Yes.
It's really up to you whether you are or not.
Self-declared little brushes.
Where'd my picture go? There it is.
It's given me feels today.
So now listen. These are not expensive, right? They just come in a bunch of sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they come with just handles. It really, there's several different companies that make these. They're all in the same cost range.
Yeah.
And they just have little sponges. The trick is that you want different sizes. If you paint with me a lot, you'll know we like to use a pouncer or two.
Or two.
To create an effect. So I'm going to get my glazing liquid on my almost my biggest pouncer.
Now you have these in the description?
I have this exact set in the description.
Okay, so if you're trying
with
to
a
find
click
it.
link,
Okay.
yeah, you can find it. And notice that I'm sort of twisting to load my paint on.
Yes.
All I have to do is come over here, plant this down on my canvas, and go twist.
Oh, let me come down on that.
Yep.
Faster, RoboCam.
Now, my glazing liquid lets this paint be sort of transparent.
Oh, yeah. So you can still see kind of the paint underneath. You can still see the words underneath there. And it kind of looks like on my camera that everything's a little washed out, but it's actually just...
Very gold.
Yeah, it's very...
Do you need to adjust your camera?
I can't. Let me come over there. You can give him a...
I'm going to go and just get some ochre. Notice I'm not rinsing or worrying about the sponge at all. This is a mid-size. I have an economy set, and you'll see this little pouncer in there. This will work too. Don't feel like it's got to be some crazy tool. I'm still over here? Okay. So it doesn't have to be a crazy tool. It's just nice if they have different sizes, and I like it if they'll go quite small. I think that gives the best result in the bokeh technique to have a variety of sizes. When you're doing bokeh, what you're really trying to mimic is a camera focus.
Yeah.
And so
That's much better, I think.
when this lens effect happens, it will have some areas that are darker and lighter. I'm going to go right there. I'm going to have some fun with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to bokeh out. Now, what I do to keep these nice is when I'm through using them, I soak them in water so they don't dry.
Oh my gosh, we're over 500 people and over 400 likes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Let's sippy to that. I got my Starbucks.
You got
This
your
is
sippy?
my New Year's Starbucks.
Your New Year's Starbucks?
They're not They don't sponsor anybody because they know we're all addicted to them, and therefore they don't have to. They're like, yes, they'll just drink our product on their shows. Nobody needs
true.
to worry about that. But I do have like the best people on the planet working there. I love them.
Yeah.
So I'm taking some sizes down so you can see the different sizes. I'm picking one about that big.
Yeah.
You can use this in so many techniques. This is endless fun. We did this with Jack Skellington,
Yeah.
which was super fun. We've done this on a lot of paintings. We did a really complicated one with a butterfly that was from a viewer picked photograph, because sometimes we'll do that. How's your birthday going?
You know what? We have a record turnout of people to come hang out with us.
It's too fun.
This is like, for me, I love the live without a net stuff. So the more people that are here, the more exciting it is for
to
me.
participate in this nonsense.
Yeah, the more people who are like, yes, let's all do this. It's like, I just get more excited about it. I think it's fun.
I do too. It's
So-
birthdays, when you're doing birthdays at the end of the year or the beginning of the year, can feel really tough, I think.
Yeah, it's. You know, I have to say, I've had a
brown
lot of
on that one. I got some brown.
some brown.
Some brown.
That's nice. I like how you make that bokeh just pop in there, and you're just. I'm gonna zoom in on some of these. So hold on.
Okay, yeah, I'll show you my twist. So all
Hold
I'm
on,
doing,
Whoa. I'm gonna come up here. Robocam's a little old and
it's not old, it's brand new tech.
All right,
we went
go.
to New York, we won the... Okay, so we're going to plant this in,
yep.
and then we just twist.
And
I'm not sure this is what Martha Stewart meant with these.
hold on.
I'm
Okay.
coming over here to this corner.
All right.
Come in and just twist. And this has been very successful for people.
Yes.
They've been very, very successful with this. You can come in and do more yellow ochre if you want.
Where?
Let's go here.
All right. Hold on.
I think it's also nice to layer dots over other dots
Oh yeah.
so that there's some depth to your pretend lens
And she
effect
goes
that you're
dots crazy.
painting.
She's fast.
Woo!
Daughter.
And then all I'm going to do, and I'll show you here, to hold this till I get a chance to rinse this out, is I'm just going to store this floating in water so that acrylic paint doesn't dry on it.
Cool.
If your acrylic paint dries just on anything you don't want it to, I have a video about how to repair brushes, but one of the first tricks is rubbing alcohol. Even hand sanitizer will break down acrylic paint. Gets on your clothes, gets on your floors, gets on anything. Alcohol wipes are your friend. Just something you might not know that you'd like to know.
And that's just a sponge dauber is what that's
It
called.
is just a sponge pouncer.
And okay, and you can find we've got a link for those.
Dollar stores, craft stores. They're everywhere. These particular ones we put in the description link, but these things are everywhere. You just want a circular sponge that you can twist. Some clever person cut their own out.
You
They
could
used
use a sink sponge and cut it in a round
Yep,
shape,
they did.
and then that would probably work just as well.
I'm going to take the birthday boy and do his least favorite thing that I do during a live show, which is hair dry the painting.
Okay.
If you're brand new to painting, when you're hair drying, you want to be a little bit back from the canvas, moving it around, not too high of a temperature, because acrylic paint is not slightly, it's very temperature reactive.
I'm going to show
And-
off some stuff while you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you want to not overheat the painting when you're drying, because it can make it over darken.
Okay. So, all right. So while she's doing it, man, so we had a really good time yesterday, and I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna have to do some button pushing while we're talking here, but Lisa and I, after the show, went over and took the image. There we go. I actually have it right here. So let me pull this back up here. We took the image from yesterday's show and made a mug out of it. And this turned out really, really good. We're really proud of this. I may have the wrong... Hold on, that didn't work out too well. Let me see if I can get a better... There we go. Let me try this. There we go. See, so it turned out really nice. We were really happy with how this mug turned out. You can get it at shop.theartsherpa.com. And we're going to be giving away that painting, of course. If you go out to the artsherpa.com, it's got all the information on that. But we had such a good time with that, and a whole bunch of people asked for that. We went ahead and made that. I thought that was really cool, so I kind of wanted to share that up there. What else? Oh my gosh, we have a record number of people here. I cannot believe how many of you have just come to hang out with us. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the happy birthdays. Really appreciate it. It's rare that I get to have a birthday. Actually, and I can say honestly, I've never ever had a birthday with this many people. So thank you guys for sort of being forced to be here. So, well, thanks for drying.
Hard work, art.
Yeah.
It's a rough life, painting with people. Having a hair job. Sipping my coffee.
But
I'm sometimes more serious than this, but not often.
Not often. But I was just saying, I showed them the mug that we made and said I thought that was awesome. You can go get it at the Art Sherpa. And, they should go and hang out at www.artsherpa.com. See, look, I got one of those. I forgot this.
So here's what we do here. We teach people how to paint, very often in a painting party style, and we do that for free. And we have 3 videos a week at minimum that we tend to put out there that you can just come access anytime. And it looks like now it's YouTube and Facebook you can get to those lessons. So you're stuck in the airport, you need something to watch. just mellow out to some art.
Yeah.
Right there on your phone.
We've got the chat going in 3 places now. You can join the chat on Facebook, on YouTube, or on the artsherpa.com. So, okay,
cool
all right.
down so it'll take a pencil. So
more painting. Now we're on to the girl.
I'm going to do this in pencil, but mostly I just do this so that you guys can see the sketch. I'm going to show you how I draw this in. But again, there's a traceable. I have a lot of videos you transfer the image on. You just do the graphite method on the back and flip it over. Actually, if you see girl walking in the rain, I actually demo that specifically there. So you can see me do that. And plus, she's a fantastic, fast tutorial, like 30 minutes. I'm going to draw this girl in, though.
Yes.
And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place her head.
I may have to turn that camera up a little bit.
And I think I am, I'm 3 fingers about down from the top of the canvas in my study. Sometimes I do these without studies, like yesterday, where I just have an idea. I'm going to just curve this around for the back of her skull. She's got this hair. And I'm going to bring down a little bit of her forehead's going to show. And then she's this nice, delicate little cheek. It comes down.
Okay, there we go. Have you just adjusting?
And pulls back in for sweet little chin. So we don't really see any of her face, right? It's just this sort of line. She's looking off into something in the party. It's calling to her. And then I want a very nice, long, longer than real life, delicate little neck. See how that is?
Yeah.
And I'm going to add what I know is my beautiful bun right there. She's got a sweet, gentle slope to her shoulders. And if you think that there's just a little ball joint here, just round a little shoulder off. And the shoulders help me decide how to taper her body and her waist. Because I need to leave room for the arm, right?
Uh-huh.
So there has to be some space for her arms. So now I've got her ribs, which are set really at the dip of the shoulder. Right? If you're thinking human anatomy, they're set right there. Now we're going to play a little bit. We're going to pretend she is just a size 00. But I have to tell you, when you're doing these girls, make them anything that makes you happy. I'm infamous for putting a lot of junk in my girls' trunks. I do. The bunk donk. The Kardashians think I'm doing tribute paintings all the time. I keep saying no.
You know, we have a new record. We have to come up with a new name for what we have today, because we have over 500 likes and over 500 people here in the room with us today, and we got more.
I
of those
think we
people
have
over
to
on
do
Facebook.
a full bubble sparkle party.
A full bubble.
I think it has to be. I wish it was a German sparkle party, but we haven't gotten permission to use the song yet. But we can imagine it in our head.
And thank you guys. We love having y'all out here. So it's a party in our studio.
I don't think there's anything as funny as John dabbing.
I don't think there's anything.
More bubbles, sweetie. It's 1,000 people.
You know what? It is 1,000 people.
You know what's funny is I could paint solid through bubbles. I don't even need to stop the bubbles. The bubbles can roll on.
We'll have some more bubbles.
Texas snowflakes floating down.
It does occasionally mess with RoboCam though. RoboCam doesn't like.
RoboCam does not like the
because they mess with the focus. The other cameras are manual focus, but RoboCam isn't.
It's confused and distracted by bubbles.
When a bubble floats by there, it goes, what?
So I don't know if anybody here has ever watched Gypsy Wedding, especially the European edition. But we're going to imagine she's got quite a lot of weight on this skirt, like 100 pounds.
100 pounds of fabric.
Pull this up. I want a little bit of the canvas to the side. I might need to move up my easel. I have this giant easel because I used to paint giant canvases.
You still occasionally do.
I still occasionally do. I'm going to sketch that down. The reason that I don't often do graphite is graphite can bleed into acrylic paint, which is great if you want it and a bummer if you don't. So I'm going to drop a nice little arm here. I like to curve it in, come out for the bicep muscle. Little thing about elbows is elbows always are lined up with the waist. So no matter what your girl's proportions are, and I always say this to my own daughter when she's drawing, is that you want the elbows to line up at the waist. going to do a little bend in her arm. All right, it's coming off there, and maybe I'll pull the skirt down just a little bit so we see a little more of her arm. Just kind of have to figure out how you want to tell that story. And then a little arm down here. And I have a little eraser here, which is sort of funny that it works, but it does. Nobody's ever seen me do this. But you can, if the acrylic paint is dry, you can actually erase a little graphite if you need to. Things you might not know. So I can make sure I have that nice sort of delicate arm that goes off to the side. So now that we have her in, I'm going to show you a very simple skin tone. If you painted with me a long time, you know already people come in every conceivable combination of amazing colors. And as artists, we have to just, you know, embrace that and look at that. And I have books I recommend on color mixing for that. But we're going to do a very, very simple skin tone, and I'm going to let you how to customize that for your preferences. And it's really easy, good for beginners, very friendly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, skin tone, right?
Yeah.
At its base, mostly, but not always, has a bit of a peach cast to it. Sometimes it's a warmer, sometimes it's a reddier, sometimes it's a pinker. You know, and so when working with that, that's what we want to do. I'm going to pull out my trusty Bright. This is a number 4 Bright. So the size of the brush is right here. It's number 4. You can see what it is in relationship to my thumb.
Yep.
Has a stiff bristle. Sometimes brushes can have a really soft bristle. It makes it hard to paint. This is for acrylic paint. It has a stiff bristle, but it's synthetic, not bristles, because bristles will soften when they get wet. And I'm going to take a little of my quinacridone over to my yellow ochre. And I still want my yellow ochre. I want there to be a pink tone, but I'm going to add a little of my burnt sienna to it. And when I say a little, I'm talking about, see that little bead there?
Yeah.
I'm not adding big amounts. When you look at skin tone recipes, it'll say 1 part to 2 parts this, and really they're talking about that much paint unless you're mixing it up with a palette knife.
Yeah.
So once I have a base color I like, I offload my brush, which is I press off paint. If you have trouble doing that, you can always wipe out on sacrificial towel or paper towel.
Yes. Just don't let that get back in your kitchen.
Never underestimate. Yes, don't eat with paint. Now I'm going to bring this over to my white, and I'm going to make a light skin tone. But I'm going to point out that it's the amount of lightening to it that determines the depth of the skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that however you feel. All right? There's a lot of range of human being here. And I'm going to make a little V coming down. Hi. What are you doing? Is my sound bad? Oh. There we go. And I'm going to paint that up. Those of you that do makeup, you're really, really going to understand this. You're like, oh, like this is warm, this is cool, right? If you're trying to do a darker skin tone, consider lightening with the yellow ochre more often than the white.
Oh, okay.
Just a thing that helps. And I'm going to do a whole special video on this because I really like people to just be able to paint themselves in their paintings and tell their stories. I like to tell my story. Your story could be a little different than mine, and that is okay. You should always feel like you can tell your story. So I'm just painting her in with this color. When my paint isn't getting on my canvas nicely, what I do is I go get a little water, see just the tip, and I kind of mix that in to improve flow. I can also use my glazing medium to improve flow. So water or glazing medium work. And that's the thing you see me doing. When my brush gets overloaded, I offload or sacrificial towel to make sure it doesn't creep up my brush too much. Load a bead on your brush and just paint her in. One of the top questions I get is, I'm not getting enough paint on my canvas. And you wouldn't think that would be something that would bother people or would happen, but it really does. It's real common. And generally that's just about you maybe not being aware of how I load and offload my brush.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling another bead. Can you see the little bead?
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully this is as interesting as oyster shucking. I just discovered that. Live oyster shucking.
Wow, there's some crazy things on the intertubes.
Everybody like on the east coast of Canada does not get that whole activity. I promise you. They're like, yeah, that's like Wednesday dinner. It's not really a show I'm watching. But that's real big right now. I don't know if I should do an oyster shucking painting. So I'm bringing the skin tone a little back, even though I know I'm putting a hairline there. Right? And once I have her base skin tone in, I'm going to add, for my color skin tone right here, I'm going to add a little white. Right, just a little bit. And just on the shoulders and along the neck, I'm going to add just a smidge.
So I'm going to try to make some more adjustments to the audio. We have a little...
Pitchy?
No, it seems like we may have a little... Your audio may be a little low, so I'm trying to get it tuned in there.
And a little bit at the top of her cheek, and that's it. See? Wasn't that easy?
Yeah.
Now, for her dress, I'm going to put my brush to the side. I'm going to get my black. This is Mars Black. We talked about this at the beginning. I hope you guys at Facebook are having fun. This is a really new thing that we're able to bring in. I'll put a little more black than that.
Hey, look. Oh, we see Honor out there.
Honor! How are you?
So we have a whole bunch of our crews out here in the house. I wanted to say hi to Kims, all the Kims, and
I
all
could
our
do a
moderators,
sippy
and
break before we
Bonnie,
start in
and
the black
Gail,
dress.
And I see Mark and Mona and Tina and Zoe and they.
Who do we see new? Do you see some new people?
Some new people. I see. Let's see here.
Names
Serena.
we don't know.
I have not seen Serena or Hunter. Hunter seems new.
Hi, Hunter. Hi, Serena. If you're not new, tell John to just suck it.
Julie is new here.
Hi, Julie.
She's tuning in from South Africa.
Whoa.
So we got and see Merritt. She's new. Hi, Merritt. How you doing? And oh gosh, let's see here. So many. There's over 550 people here with us today.
All over the world. Shout out where you're from.
Yeah.
That's the interesting thing about what we do. We're all live. We have a community. Generally, they call themselves the Sherpettes. Sherpettes live all over the world, and when they get together in group, we call them a palette.
Pam got up at 2 a.m. to watch us.
Pam! I tried so hard. I got on the world clock.
It's almost midnight wherever Lucy is.
I got on the world clock, and I'm like, when can I be on
Oh my gosh.
to be as globally friendly as possible? It is really hard. The planet is big, and it is not a good time for somebody somewhere every time we go on.
I'm just going to show you just two so you can see just for a couple seconds.
Couple seconds.
I'm going to go number 2 to number 1.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hi, Brad Graham and Pam Smith and Sophie Santiago. I see somebody from Florida. I see somebody from Atlanta.
Isn't it amazing?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh,
huge
Yvonne
crowd.
from the UK, Kentucky, USA, Alabama, Ontario, Canada, Hawaii.
And this is why
I'm so jealous of Hawaii. Right there, Alaska, Hampshire.
And this
That is why I don't get the chat.
And that is exactly why.
You've just given me my up close cam.
I did.
I don't even get. My whole engagement got taken away. Let me get my other pride out. Okay. You can give him back.
All right.
You give me back. I don't know.
And we're back.
You cannot imagine how hard it is. He really wanted to do this for his birthday, too. Just so you guys know, I was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? He's like, I'd like to go live and be with our community.
And
I
hang
was
out
like,
with everybody. Because it's like, this is where I wanted to have, I'm not going to go out anywhere.
Caffeine.
It's my biology doesn't allow me to go out and do all the same sort of things that other people get to do, and I couldn't imagine a better time than to hang out with, oh my gosh, over 550 of my closest friends. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good birthday.
If you were expecting gaming, this is not that. We teach painting. I bet you're shocked. Your gaming notification was like somebody's live, and you're like, I don't know, what is this? Mm-hmm. This lady has purple hair and hat and coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
This is the cure to everything.
Coffee. All we need is...
I'm a fan of the Java bean. It's a problem.
An intrepid class starship and a pot of coffee.
This is true. I wonder if anyone's doing the Janeway Voyager marathon today.
I'm not sure.
All right, so I've got this number 6 bright. Now look, if you don't have the exact brush I have, don't stress on it. I tell you what I have and show you what I have so you can best hone in your results, but it's not like one of these things like you've got to use exactly what I'm using or you won't get it. It's not like that at all. This is literally like you have what you have, I'll show you what I've got, and hopefully between the two of us talking back and forth, you're going to get a successful painting. So I'm going to dip this in the cup. Drag off the extra water because I don't want too much water in my acrylic paint. And I'm going to take my black and brown.
So caramel at Natsu.
Mixing almost a 1-to-1. Carolyn, yeah?
Caramel at Anatsu.
All right,
has been painting along with us for a year.
Whoa!
And this is her first time to tweet a hello, so.
Why? I love it when people come in and it's been, they've been painting with us a long time and they're just getting their first chance to tell us.
And I love seeing pictures where like you guys will send in a painting and I'll see like 3 or 4 paintings of ours in the background. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys have been painting with us for a long time.
It is pretty darn cool.
So exciting to see that.
Now, I'm going to not put in the curl yet. I'm going to just put in the hairline where I'm going to just come from here down to the bun.
Okay, so the feather, there's a little quail feather on your head that's just that. Yeah, okay. It was a mess.
I got a little overexcited with my hats when I made them. Let's all just be honest. I got a little arty and farty.
It's even the comedic quail feather tail, just like pink right there.
I'm like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. The struggle is real. And I'm going to just very nicely dab in my hair. Now, something that I'm doing that you might not know to do as a new artist.
What's that?
Is I'm allowing the paint to be a little uneven.
Oh, sorry. Why is that?
Because I know it creates tonality. If you think of somebody like Bob Ross, some of what he did when he was painting those mountains of happy clouds is he was letting stuff shine through. Mm-hmm. And that light to dark that naturally happens created a lot of his painting for him. And that can be true for you too right now. So you can go ahead and paint it all solid, but maybe think about the power of allowing it to be a little uneven here because how much of that already sort of laid in her hair.
Oh, yeah. It just sort of implied that there was a whole lot of hair happening.
And that some of it was deeper in value and some of it was lighter.
Yeah.
I didn't paint some genius thing here. I just sort of allowed it to be. Now I'm going to come over. I'm going to rinse my brush out. I kind of sometimes like to press down to the bottom of the cup and then drag off. I'd like to make sure that I'm not carrying a bunch of pigment I don't mean to.
Yeah.
You can always check it to make sure it's not too wet. I'm going to take a little blue into my black, and I'm going to paint in the base of my dress.
Oh. I need sound effects for RoboCam.
You do? He does need sound effects. We are a little overly attached. And I'm going to start in the V now. I'm going to adjust this V once the dress is sort of in to the design of the dress.
And I can't say, there are so many happy birthdays that are coming in. There has to have been 500 happy birthdays if there's been one here.
That is the nicest birthday gift ever for Dawn.
So thank you guys. It's like my favorite birthday yet. So
and happy birthday to everyone who is December through January. These are rough birthdays to have.
And I think that there's a lot of anniversaries happening. I think that today is honors 1 year anniversary with us. She started watching us 1 year ago today.
Oh, that's right. She came in like, what the heck is this?
And Lisa was like, hey, this is a family friendly show. And she was like, oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm cool. I'm family.
We can do that. Yeah, all right. How's it go?
I just thought y'all were crazy people. And she's been a complete gift to our community ever since.
Yep. And that's, we have so many of you guys that, the countless Sherpettes and light keepers that make our everyday just a
If you're brand new to what this is, when we say light keeper, we have members of our community who make it their mission to be kind and supportive of other new artist art journeys that are coming up. Mm-hmm. And they never stop leaving a kind comment or being supportive of new painters. That can be hard to find when you're new to painting.
Yeah.
Sometimes our family loves us, but they don't always know how to support us.
Well, yeah, it's, the tough thing is that when you're first painting, everything you're doing wrong. I mean, like,
you really do.
It's like, it doesn't take a rock. You're like, man, I know my tree looks like, it was drawn by, like a Flintstones universe, but what I need you to do is say how nice my flower is, because that's what I got right.
Yeah, that's
And-
the hardest thing as a new painter, is to know what you did well.
Yeah, and what you need is supportive people to show you where you're getting things right, so you can keep refining those skills. And that's what we're here for.
That's what we do.
And that's why I love my job.
It is. Now, we don't always do live.
Not always.
Not always. We do some pre-recordeds, and those are pretty quick, pretty direct, less chatting. We get a lot of notes on chatting. YouTube is always very creative about sharing its YouTube the population.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. So
We're talking.
Yeah, it's just
It's not an ASMR show. Though sometimes I think it'd be funny to whisper the whole show.
we could whisper the entire show. We could put
See,
on some
if I
sound
ran into that, if somebody was teaching
Yeah.
an art show and everybody was whispering, I'd be like, "What is going on?"
You know, on like April 1st, we'll do that. We'll just do an all whispering show. You remember the Saturday Night Live skits where like one person is the hands and the other person
I feel like we got to do that.
and the other person is the
That's about the only way I'm going to get you painting. So I'm just painting this all in solid with black and blue. If you got paints for the holidays,
yeah.
your loving, tremendous, supportive friend, family member, aunt, whoever, bought you some paints.
Yes, paints.
Paints come in grades from student to professional. And the thing with student paints is that sometimes they don't have a lot of pigment.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the differences you might be facing is that I have professional paints and they have a lot of pigment. And it very little work for me to cover the whole canvas.
Yeah.
If you find you're painting your black and it's not covering the way you'd like, very probably it's just that it's a student paint and you may need to do 2 coats instead of 1. Not a big deal, not something to get stressed over, just something to know. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta let it dry and do a second coat. No biggie, I got time.
Now, they were curious. How many hoots do you think this is?
Oh, this is a hoot.
This is a hoot.
This is one hoot, especially if you use the Traceable.
Yeah. It could be a hoot and a half if you're having fun, but it's a one hoot painting.
Yeah. And when we say one hoot, we mean super easy.
We like to grade our paintings on a scale of 1 to 3 hoots. 1 hoot being like a no problem painting, and a 3 hoot being, you're gonna flex your beginner skills to make that happen. Yeah. But that's
3 hoots are generally like you've done some paintings.
Yeah, you've done a couple.
And you don't really want to go out on your own quite yet, but you'd like to be challenged a little more.
Yeah. We like to think we're here for your, we got those first paintings for you and, lined up when you're getting started.
Yeah, there's like over 300 paintings you can do right now.
Yeah.
Materials, all that, traceables, all those resources just right here.
Oh, it's New Year's in South Africa. So Happy New Year's,
Happy
guys.
New Year, South Africa!
It just hit New Year's in South Africa because it's,
What's the name of your paint store in South Africa? We like to ask each other that.
That's pretty interesting.
That's a big share we do in our community, is like, you take a picture of your paint store and I'll take a picture of my paint store. Very strange trade that we're up to. Sippy?
Yeah, Sandy was asking, did John ever drive a paintbrush, or is he I'm just a camera person? I'm just a button pusher, not a camera
I am
pusher.
going to get him to paint at some point, and he is creative in a lot of ways. He loves to make and build, and he does paint things. It just is cars.
It's just painting is a function of other projects, not the expression for me, not the expression in and of itself for me. Like I like music. I play music just to goof, to express myself. So.
Oh, it's just fantastic if you have a bunch of friends that are artistic and musical, and you get together for big music art jam session. It is the best, most fun time ever. You get your friends with guitars, and you get your friend Alan right now is like, yes, and you get together in a room, and then you stick your writer friends in the quiet corner, because writers always like to go to that weird quiet corner.
But you end up with our stuff,
Why am I dancing?
I don't know. Why are you dancing?
Because the music's up.
And see, that's why we just have fun in the studio, is because if you just leave the two of us alone in here,
it's the same nonsense.
It's just that's what you get, is you get us goofing off.
It's happening. So I'm going to take my black, and I've switched to a smaller brush. This is back to my number 4.
Tasmania, Happy New Year.
Tasmania, Happy New Year. That's really cool. I actually had a friend from grade school move to Tasmania.
Neat.
And this was before Google. So all I had was cartoons to have any idea. Woo, what was going to happen. Peter Gumprecht.
What?
Moved to Tasmania.
Oh, that's the person who you knew. Okay.
Yes, no, that was his name.
Oh, that's cool. I was just
We were nice, nobody teased.
It was just a non sequitur.
Okay.
So
what I'm doing is
what
I'm
are
on
you
the
doing?
edge of my brush here. That's how I get a fine line.
Uh-huh.
Now this particular brush right here does hold a good edge for me.
All right.
If you're having trouble getting a line this fine, you may want to consider locating what's called a detail brush. Right? So this is a 3/0 studio round. These are used a lot of times in miniature painting. Sometimes packages of brushes.
Your quail feather keeps messing with my camera focus.
So I'm going to do slightly higher on the back.
Oh,
you
you're
could
fine.
keep
I'm just
you could keep this very low on the back if you wanted to. I'm going to rip that quill feather right off.
It's okay.
It's going to go, John. It's going to go.
Come in here and just snip it off. Just...
So just paint this the height you want. I have kind of a modest back going here.
I like that.
You like that?
It's a cute back.
And I'm going to get my detail that I just showed you, which
Okay.
is a 3/0, 0 would work, a 12/0, 10/0, any of these miniature, tiny, tiny little brushes.
Uh-huh.
If you think to yourself, I could put eyeliner on with it, it's good size. And if you live someplace where you're like, I don't know what she's talking about, just small brush. Toothpicks often work, shockingly, to make fine lines too. People always forget them. I'm going to come in just lightly outline. I like to rest my hand, if my canvas is dry, a little bit of canvas.
Mm-hmm.
And then with very light brush pressure. The harder I press, if I press hard, the brush splays out and makes a thick line.
Yeah. Now,
If I press lightly, the brush makes a very thin line. See, just it's about pressure. And you'll see me I've got some moisture on here. And I do this twist to make sure my brush isn't overloaded, and I load just the tip.
yep.
All things that the closed captioning does not understand.
Now, there are a bunch of people asking, any of the brushes that you've seen here, you can find at thebrushguys.com.
Yes.
And if you use the code Art Sherpa, then you'll get 5% off there. So,
That's always nice.
yeah, it's always pretty awesome. So go by.
And they ship worldwide.
They do.
They
Yep.
do not sponsor. We just like them
Yeah. Yeah. So
because they ship worldwide.
so they don't pay us to put.
They did take us to lunch
talk-
once.
Yeah, they send us over nice boxes. So I don't want to say that we're not necessarily sponsored. We're perhaps they're
We
very
have a
friendly.
friendship. We like them.
We really like them, and we definitely have we like them because they take care of you guys, and that's a lot of the reason why we ended up working with them so much. But ultimately, if you need it, no matter where you're at around the world, you need any brushes, go over, check out thebrushguys.com. Use the coupon code Art Sherpa, get yourself 5% off, and tell them how awesome they are and that the Sherpa sent them because they're lovely guys.
They really are
Jeff and Dave.
sweethearts.
And Happy New Year's to them. So
Bubble, bubble,
Bubbles!
bubble,
Okay,
bubble,
Bubbles.
bubble, bubble, bubble.
Shh.
We're gonna actually. I've gone through so much
Would you like
bubble
to know
stuff. We
something
have
awesome?
to order more bubble stuff.
We have over 600 likes right now, and there's 556
I think
people
that
in the
means
room.
new kiss.
Yeah, and
Birthday kiss.
Chat is on fire. I mean, like people are so happy to be here with us today, and I'm
so happy to have
you
you.
guys. Yeah,
Thank you for coming.
Couldn't be a happier day for us.
And you know what? I mean, can you see Facebook at all? Because I have no access.
On fire.
On fire? Be careful. It's on fire. Happy birthday. Got a good kiss. Been married a long time, so it's good we still have a kiss going.
You know, and like I was saying, and you know, I've said more and more. I've said this a lot as we've approached the end of this new
I'll let
year.
you say your
Oh no,
thing.
it's okay. Keep going. We got a brush.
We got time.
I'm just happy to be here with everybody. You know.
Yeah.
Cinema and I talked about this morning, especially because it's a one of those days. But we're really grateful to be doing this with you guys. You know, Look at that. There's a Spider-Man. Hold
A
on.
spider.
I think he just popped his little head over there.
I think he saw the bubbles. The bubbles call him in. He
There's
loves
the little,
them.
little Spider-Man down there.
That's my son. Okay, go give Dad a kiss. Give him a birthday kiss. I know, it's making bubbles on the floor.
Yeah.
It's fine. It doesn't hurt my paint. And my drink has a lid. But mostly so I don't put paint in the drink.
So thank you guys for coming and being part of our day.
I'm going to load up a little of this blue on the tip of my brush and some of this white. And then I'm going to come here and brush away just a highlight in her dress. So I am on this flat. It's a number 6. And this is like the reflection on this shiny black dress. If you've ever observed shiny black dresses, that they have these sometimes high reflections. High reflection points. And I want a little more blue in my high reflection point. I love phthalo blue. Listen, you can use ultramarine though if you don't have phthalo, or cobalt. You know, sometimes areas of the world don't have every color I have. Don't let that worry you. Colors are just guidelines.
Yeah. How's your shoulder feeling today? I know you're doing a lot of painting yesterday.
You know, actually pretty good.
Is it pretty good?
Yeah, this is a good position. I'm pretty good at my seating.
I'm
My shoulder.
I'm gonna slide RoboCam over a couple inches so that I can get bearing.
It's RoboCam. So we did that weird, crazy canvas yesterday, which was like 12 by 30. And that meant that we had to move our equipment off its normal spot, which is like, it's kind of interesting whenever we do a big studio thing, like if we do a table project where I have to be table centric.
There we go.
Or we have company over and we're doing a live paint with somebody. It's interesting to reset equipment. Don't ever leave your brushes in water like I just did there.
Yep. And yeah,
fresh water. It's a good time to get fresh water now.
Get fresh water
if you have not.
Yeah. And you can go out to the artsherpa.com and go hang out with the chat, or go shop.theartsherpa.com and get out the cool mugs that we have for this year.
You just paint.
I'm gonna plug our
or you
mugs.
can just sit wherever you are and watch the
mug.
chat and be like, hey, I'm hanging out with my friends. Meet some cool people who do art. We got artist trading cards going that we're gonna be doing, so you could be like better than a pen pal trading art around the world. Fun stuff. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on the hair a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I'm going to get some just black loaded on this brush. This is a number 2 bright.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to notice I paint with a lot of brights. I get asked a question like, why do I paint with many brights?
Hold on your hair. I gotta get up into her hair there. Okay.
Does this help?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I moved the camera so your quail feather is no longer in my way.
Oh, I was like, it didn't used to be that way. Kind of at the back of her head, I'm darkening a little area with the black, and maybe like right here a little bit. I'm going to come get a little bit because I want to make that little curl.
See all the soap bubbles there.
That comes here and curls a little bit into our cheek, right? And I'm going to brush a little bit of this dark. So now we've had this brown. Add a little bit to her bun on a dry brush. Notice that there's a lot of the brown showing through. Right? Now I'm going to rinse this out. And I'm going to take a little of my black over to my brown and get a smidge of white. And I'm going to just up here lightly. This pressure is like a butterfly wing kissing the canvas. That's how I get this real faint effect. Don't have a lot of water in my brush. Paint is kind of dry on the brush. Little short brush strokes, just pulling it down, just making a little highlight. Maybe a little bit pulling down here. Her hair is quite dark, so there would be a nice reflection on this. Because she's got beautiful, healthy hair, so it'd be shiny. Maybe a little bit here at the top of the bun. Just a couple of places. You don't want to put in gray hair. Unless you're like trying to say, no, she's fabulous, advanced style, chica.
Yeah, if you want gray hair, you could put it in. I have some gray hair.
We're going to show you how to paint gray hair, blonde hair, brown hair, black hair, all kinds of hair soon. And we've got those videos playing. That's going to be really fun. We got Mermaid coming up next Saturday. I just don't have it scheduled. All right, I'm going to pull a little of my yellow ochre out and a little of my phthalo blue.
They say Happy New Year from Thailand, too.
Happy New Year in Thailand! That is cool. What are you doing in Thailand today?
Having a New
Tonight,
Year's party?
is it nighttime, daytime?
Well, it'd be New Year's Eve, so it'd be nighttime. It'd be midnight. Or somewhere like that, isn't it? So...
Just asking.
Well, I would think so. Isn't that
I
how
think
it
so.
works?
I don't know.
I think that's how New
I
Year's
only know what
works.
the world clock tells me. I don't know.
As a heck
John's
of-
actually traveled around the world, so he knows. I am somewhat traveled.
You
Pretty
traveled?
traveled. Not as you can. It's easier to say where John hasn't been than to say where he has been.
Not totally true.
There are days that it's like that. I'm gonna put some vines up here.
Where you get right there? Okay. Oh.
So I've loaded on my little number 2 brush this phthalo and yellow, and I made this green that is more blue than yellow. That's how I get it. So when I'm trying to make a green, I'm trying to make one that's a little more blue than yellow, which means there's just a little more blue in the mix than yellow. But I don't want it to be completely blue. I still want it to feel like a green paint, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make as many vines as make me happy. This is a very specific thing. Might get a little more yellow into it. As many vines as make you happy. And when I go to make leaves, they're going to be like little diamond shapes. Pull a little stem out, make a little diamond shape. If you're having trouble seeing it, add a little white to your paint, and it will help it pop up because it'll go a little mint. See? Help it pop. That'll really help too if your paint is thin on pigment to still get a good result. Pull a little stem out, make a little diamond shape. Notice I'm just very kind of sketchy with this paint.
Is that you're sketchy with the paint?
I'm sketchy.
You're a little sketchy.
So I'm very relaxed into that. I'm offloading, which is pushing the paint out of my brush and reloading on the tip, so I have it where I have control. I cannot tell you how much these words and descriptions cause closed captioning a problem. Apparently I'm an attorney with an art show.
Hi, I'm an attorney, and I'm going to show you how to paint this painting in about an hour.
Has no idea what I'm saying when I say quinacridone.
Quack like a dog.
Oh, I've gotten some crazy things.
It's Quack Like a Dog Red. And the number of I'm gonnas is...
Yeah, it doesn't like I'm gonna or I'ma.
Y'all.
Y'all makes it real mad.
And all of our Texas drawl.
No drawl.
I'm sure we just messed with the last 5 minutes. I'm sure is like, I'm going to be regretting, or Daisy's going to be going and going.
Last time
Thanks.
we were correcting the captions like, I'm going to speak like this from now on so that the closed captioning machine knows what I am saying. I mean, if you ever come here and I'm doing that, you'll know what happened is closed captioning finally just broke me. We have an amazing team of closed captioners, people who volunteer and caption videos for accessibility, and I have such gratitude. And having done some closed captioning,
Yeah, we do. We all jump in and do that, and it's just
really hard work.
It is.
I know we're all not a fan necessarily of the YouTube Heroes program, so I grabbed a little more yellow and a little more white, and that was just to help increase the amount or body of my paint, and also to make sure that I just had enough for many, many vines. I like many, many vines.
Yes.
I'm going to put a stem off here and a little stem off here. And remember, if your brush isn't letting you do lines, switch to a detail. I'm also going to show you how to correct a mistake. Because some of you might be very, very brand new to painting with me and might not be sure how to fix a mistake and really panic. So I'm going to make a big mistake. I'm going to go like that.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Whatever shall you do, Sherpa?
Yeah, that used to really freak him out when I did that, but now he knows how to fix it, so he's not as impressed anymore. But if you're new, it'll feel really cool. I'll have to do a mistake that worries him in future. Anything in acrylic paint, one of the things that I love about acrylic paint is that it doesn't take very long to dry.
And we're going to give a shout out to Daisy, who is rocking out the answers on Facebook right now.
Daisy, thank you. Thank you, Facebook. If you think you know anyone who wants to paint, share this with them. Free art lessons. Now on Facebook. Let them know. Be like, you got to paint. You're so wound up. Don't you want some art in your life?
Yes.
And they're going to be like, thank you.
Paint with
I
us.
did need some art. You're my hero.
In this fictional word conversation that we are now having with our community.
Shares are
In
it, man.
falsetto. I don't know. Why are we having it in falsetto?
I don't know. But what I do know is letting people know that there's art out there for them that they can just do from their home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have to be out there feeling anxious or worried in public. You can just do this wherever you're at.
And you know what's kind of awesome is that we love having you guys here. We're generally out messing around on these holiday weekends, so you can generally find us here on Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve or, you know.
We're in our studio.
Not that we're not trying
Painting.
to dodge out any family obligations. We're just hanging out with you guys, and you know that's what we do. Is we're YouTubers now. We just hang out online all the time, just because a lot of you guys are the same thing. You're hanging out at home, and you're like, "What are we gonna do today? I'm gonna hang out at home."
I'm going to grab my black and blue paint again.
Now I'm gonna paint with you, Sherpa.
I love it. And I'm going to come right here, and you're going to notice how easily that boo-boo paints out like it was never there.
And it really is. Let me just. It's that easy.
Painted it right out. I'm going to wipe off my brush and get a little more blue and white over this, and then just come back and put that highlight back in.
Now you can find the Traceable for this
Yes.
on the artsherpa.com.
Artsherpa.com. I try to throw things up. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're sometimes on Periscope. But where there are places let me do sharing of the traceables, I try to do that, so you guys always have access. And then they store on, and there's a collection of them, or collection, at theartsherpa.com.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to go ahead and take this number 2, get going again on my flowers. The thing about that, what you saw me do with the acrylic paint, is one of the reasons I love it. When your paint is dry, it really means that you can fix any mistakes. You're never stuck with anything in an acrylic painting.
Now, there are a bunch of folks on Facebook asking where you keep most of your paintings. Or your lessons. Where are they available at?
So the lessons are all, up until just today, you guys are here for an inaugural lesson.
Yeah.
On Facebook, though we do have a lot of weird little videos that we've done on YouTube. However, we've realized that we can do them on Facebook as well.
Yeah, so
they'll start to be on Facebook, but if you want to find one of the 300 lessons,
they're all on Facebook, on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and find over 300 paintings we do. The big Art Quest is there. There's access to all of those, and yeah.
Pretty cool stuff.
Pretty cool stuff.
We think it's cool. I don't know if it's actually cool. We like it.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently we're not competing with oyster shucking. I'm never going to get over that. That's the weirdest thing I ever saw. I think it's cool. It's just always like, wow, oyster shucking.
So it's Samantha.
20,000 people watching.
Samantha saw that 2 of her family members were watching.
Really?
And was like, well, what are they watching? And so she came over to watch because her other family were watching. And she was like, she just loves that her family's watching and she's watching. And
that's so cool. And you guys can all paint together.
And we have a bigger tribe all hanging out together watching. I love it.
We have so many family members that are maybe not together.
Yeah.
And, maybe somebody's in the military or somebody is at work far away or kids have gone to college, right? Just stuff happens. Life happens.
Yeah.
And they get on Skype or Google Hangouts and they all watch the show and paint together.
Yeah.
Virtually. And I think that is the coolest thing ever. So it's like they're having a painting party together even when they can't be together.
And that's a lot of fun.
It is kind of. Some of my favorite pictures to get are the pictures of family paints or friend paints where everybody is across the world. So I put an amount of vines that I like in.
Now you just we're going to go through here, and you're mixing a little bit of the vine there on the brush.
Yeah. So you'll see that my paintbrush is always kind of a hot mess. See how that's a hot mess?
Yeah.
I'm going to get some white over here. See how I got that on there? But it's not like super mixed together.
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to do it on the canvas. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over my vines and highlight half my leaves with this sort of yellow-green.
So the first time you were just roughing in some basically leaf-like shapes. And now
leaf-like shapes. And now I'm adding another layer of paint
to half
You
of
can
it.
be as tidy with this or as expressive with this as you like. Painting, your painting is not supposed to look exactly like mine.
Now, did
Your
let this-
painting is supposed to look exactly like yours.
Did you let this dry first?
These are dry.
Okay.
Acrylic paint can be very tough to paint. There is a way to do wet into wet, and we do that sometimes on the show. But it can be tough to put a wet layer, over another layer when they're both wet, because that's how we get blending in acrylic.
So Todd asked a really
Hi,
good
Todd.
question on Facebook, and I'd like to.
I'd love to answer it.
It's a
Good question on Facebook.
Serious question. When you start painting harder paintings, how do you get past the thought, I'm in over my head? And that can come up sometimes as a new painter. How do you get past that?
I think how I know I personally got past that, because may we always be in over our head as painters.
Yes.
May we always be that blessed. Is that when you first are in painting, there's a real succeed fail kind of component of the experience where you feel like a painting succeeds or you feel like a painting has failed. And then as you do it over time, you kind of come to this, a painting just is. I am in a process of a painting, and a painting has come to an end and is concluded, and it may or may not live on my wall, or it may go live with my aunt, or it may sell at a show, right? Mm-hmm. But you get more into it's about me going through the process of creating it, is where its real value is at.
Yeah.
And the result is kind of like an after effect, like a symptom of you spending that creative time.
Yeah.
You just got to realize that even if you're in over your head, if you're in over your head and it's a heart surgery, that's serious.
Yeah.
Right? If you're in over your head and you're a bomb specialist, that's serious. But if you're in over your head in a painting, the worst thing that happens is that your grand goals don't necessarily all resolve the way you'd hoped. And then you're going to gain some art skills that you didn't have when you started the big project that you'll use in other future projects. And if you're really dogged and determined, which I totally challenge you to be, and you keep trying to do the thing that's hard, you're going to get there. Because nothing makes better artists than practice, perseverance, and determination. It is not talent-based. It is about being like, this is a thing I'm going to do no matter what.
Yeah.
Right.
If I could add to that and say that to complete the project that you feel that you're in over your head on, just finish it. Because I think that bringing things to a completion, whether you are happy with the completed state or not, bringing it to completion is a lot of the growth. Because you can always do another one, but finishing, I think, is a lot of that the process.
And that helps your growth. That's the hard thing on little brushes. The little brushes want to crumple up artwork before they're done.
Yeah, before they bring it to completion.
And they really get their biggest growth, you too, when you work the whole thing out, whether it works out or not. I say this a lot, but if you're brand new here, you might not know. I feel like about every 10th painting of mine just does not work out.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens. It's just the idea I had or something. 11th painting, though. That's going to be the bomb diggity. So all I've just got to do is get through the painting that's annoying me.
Now, what are you doing there right now?
I'm taking a little white
Uh-huh.
into the mixture and just creating a bit of a highlight
Okay.
along the stems. See, helping them pop against the dress.
Yeah.
And I like that. Now I've got stems in like I like. I can take a little bit of what's left of my green. If I'm out of green, like I am now because it dried on my palette, like acrylic paint does, I'm going to mix up my green with my yellow ochre and my phthalo blue again. And I'm going to take my brush on the corner. See how this brush has a corner?
Oh, hold on.
Right? This brush has a corner.
I'm trying to get up there.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Has a corner.
Zoom in.
I'm going to press down into the corner. See how I'm pressing down?
Oh, yeah, got it.
Look at what that makes. Like a little leaf, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
I'm just pressing it down and making these little leaves. That's how I get those tiny little leaves right there. Super, super easy.
Yeah.
Now, the funnest roses you'll ever paint. So these roses are like a cabbage rose, and they're kind of done with like these crazy little brush strokes, and you just keep layering them. They should be loose. They should be messy. They should be a little bit crazy. It's real funny. You guys will often do a great rose, be very forgiving of my rose, and really critical of your own. Mm-hmm. So your big job here is to just enjoy the process of painting the rose and not get too wound up into what you think a rose is. Because right now, it's your thoughts about a rose that's most likely to cause you to get stressed out.
Yeah.
So just let go of your conceptions of roses and let the rose you're now creating be. I think that's beautiful, personally. So I'm going to pull a little of my quinacridone magenta into my brush. You can see it's just on the tip here. And I'm going to pull out a little white paint. See how it's not really mixed? It's sort of loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to start. And then what I'm going to do is I want to make a big kind of focal rose right here. And I'm on the tip of my brush on the corner.
Oh, there you go.
Right? And I'm curving brush strokes around each other. I'm not trying to paint out every ounce of the black paint. Not even worried about that. I'm more worried about making these rounded brush strokes. Press down hard, release. Press down hard, release. Get a little more white paint if you need it. Pressing down hard. See how messy this is and crazy?
Yeah.
To make this cabbage rose. And I want this to be fairly large and focal.
Huh.
And I need roses of different sizes, otherwise this can get too uniform and will then annoy me later. Getting another bead of both. Maybe come over here and talk about another really kind of focused rose. So I'm just, when I first press it in, I'm just trying to make a little circle space. Another circle around, another circle around. This one's much pinker.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't really matter because there's layers to these guys. And I want to be in the layers. That one's pretty big, right?
Yes.
Get another little rose. I'm just doing these beads on here. Maybe another one down here. Because I'm going to have to mix in some smaller roses as well. See, I'm just doing these curved brush strokes.
Oh, yeah.
So we have so much. We've seen so many roses, received them as gifts, given them as gifts, seen them growing on the side of the road. So many roses that sometimes it's hard to just relax and say, feels like a rose.
Oh, yeah.
Is rose-esque. I'm going to pull a little of my yellow ochre out. Mix it into my red a little bit, see?
Yeah.
Get a bead of my white. These are all hot mess together. And make some more, like maybe smaller roses.
Now, there were some folks on Facebook asking about what we, if any of these paintings are for sale. And we don't put these paintings up for sale. They belong to the community, so that they're available whenever we do shows or get-togethers for people to view. But we do have some. We put up mugs and T-shirts and posters of our not posters, but mugs and T-shirts.
We're talking about doing posters.
We're looking at doing some posters and some prints and things. We're going to see about that in the near future. But you can go out to shop.theartsherpa.com and find a lot of the merchandise that we do have for sale there. And, of course, we're teaching you how to paint it. So the coolest thing about this is you can
make
paint
it.
one. You can do this.
So I grabbed a lot of yellow ochre on that one just to let people know on this group of mix. But I haven't rinsed my brush. The pink is there. And I'm just making these little circles with these lines around the circles. Yeah. We early on decided to not try to sell the artwork, but keep it for the community.
Yeah.
So now I make smaller little ones, right? Maybe I'll make one that fits right here between his friends, and he could be a little, like, kind of, his little head's facing this way. So how I do that is, like, I add more to the back end over here so he faces that way.
Wow.
Get a little white because I don't feel like he's got to play in. I'm going to put it in the center there. Look at that.
Wow.
He just comes out. This hot mess is the most fun.
That looks so cool.
It does. You can do this all day. When you figure out this little cabbage rose swirl, if you're having trouble getting it, I promise you it's going to be in the stroke. Where I see people feel like they're really struggling is they make these kinds of strokes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to do it this way and point out it's not as bad as you might think.
Yep.
Because I'll get pictures of this and say my rose didn't work. And I'm like, actually, it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah,
it's just
really,
more architectural.
Yeah.
But if you do that and you're feeling like it's just too rigid, just come back with white paint And it's about the circle that your hand is making.
Yeah.
See how my hand is making a circle? And I fixed that rose. You can't really get a rose in here that you can't do something with. I'm going to get some yellow. Maybe I'm going to layer a rose on top of this rose.
Regina loves the roses. She said that she was having a lot of trouble, and this really helps.
Yeah, these are super fun, but just know that even though they're easy and they're really beginner friendly, there's still a sort of like knowing when to be okay and relaxed about things that can be really tough when you're new to painting. And people have been painting for a while, they get really like, yeah, it's all good. There's a painting video, The Three Amigos.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's over at Color Your Life. And the guys are just like, this one guy comes up and there's these three guys and they're in their clothes and they're like, yeah, they're all big deal watercolors. And they come together and he's like, I don't know, I'm going to get some stuff. And he grabs this dirty palette and there's this big sheet of watercolor paper and he just gets the brush runs and he's like, I don't know, some sky, some sky, some city. And literally it's like a photograph developing.
Just like magic.
And he's like, don't get too tense about it. And I'm like, I totally know what he's trying to say. Which is like, I don't know, building. Straight line. Oh, clock.
But we're all just like, what?
Oh, it's so much fun.
How did you do that? And we do it in the falsetto, excited voice because we're all like,
that's what we do. I'm
do.
pulling some more white onto this, and I feel like I want another little small rose right here. Maybe another little one. So now I'm putting some little ones here. They're real small. Just a couple little brush strokes. So you're just filling them all in. Believe it or not, there's a whole nother layer to these that are still coming. This one has more white on it.
Well, I'm going to give an art high five to one of my friends out there. Trent is painting along with us. And
Hi, Trent.
He's going to give this one to his mom.
That's wonderful. I like that. I'm just grabbing some yellow ochre and the quinacridone. See, they come together and make kind of more of an orangey.
Thanks for joining us today, Trent. I appreciate you coming by.
And I like to fill in these little spots with little roses that you kind of basically see. But now I'm going to get some more white. Make another big one right here. Curve that brush stroke around. Curve around. A good friend of mine, Angela Anderson, said, think about it like being bricks. Lay bricks
and
in
you
your
would
rose
call
petals.
this a cabbage rose technique?
These are like a cabbage rose technique. You're making little cabbage roses.
Gotcha.
You're making hybrid teas because those are very tidy little buggers.
Mm-hmm.
Cabbage roses are not. Everybody in the UK goes, yes.
So your tip for doing cabbage roses is that
the
thick,
brick.
Yes, I'm going to zoom in there because
I'm bricklaying. Messy paint bricklaying.
Just little circular movements and
when you get it, you'll get it. So we'll zoom in. I don't know how much you can zoom in, but let's show a little one.
Yep.
So I've got a little circle stroke that I make here, and I come around the outside, make another little circle stroke, and another little circle stroke, another one.
And if I say a lot of it's about leaving that paint to mix on the brush.
Mix that paint on the brush. Let the paint do the work.
Yeah. So if
you don't need to be working so hard. You work hard all week. So when I have that layer down, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come get white, load it on the tip of my brush. I haven't rinsed it.
Shin on Facebook was asking for help with her.
So I'm going to come right here and work the center.
Okay.
So you've got this, and however you feel about your roses.
Yeah.
I'm going to say wait.
All right.
Put a pin in it. Every acrylic painting has like a crazy stage. A stage that makes you question your decision to be creative. Makes you question yourself as a person. Happens to me, happens to everybody. It's just like watercolor develops like a photograph, right? But it can go south on you really fast, which is the issue with watercolor. When it goes wrong, it goes so wrong. But when it comes together, it's like a developing photograph. It has no real ugly stage, right? Mm-hmm. Oils too. You like watch Bob and he's like, it's clouds, and you're like, oh my gosh. But acrylic says that you gotta have faith.
Yeah.
Faith. Gotta have. Hey George, where you are in heaven. All
so
right.
We're actually cruising right along here.
I'm sure this is a real simple, fun painting.
Yeah.
So I'm taking this white and I'm creating a focus in the center here with these strokes. See how I'm doing that?
Oh, so you're adding another layer on this now.
Adding another layer.
Oh, there you
and I'm going to come here and these guys are going to get some. You
It's-
can.
It's not about getting the rose in one and done. You got to put some layers on it.
These are some layers.
Oh, nice.
I'm coming here. I've got more white because I want these to be more pink.
Now, are you messing with your brush pressure here?
No, this is a mid brush pressure. I'm never like pressing in. If I were to press in, I'll show you, too hard. If I was pressing real hard, this is the result I'd get.
Oh, and you don't want that.
That would be a little too hard, and notice how it's taking all the delicacy of my stroke away.
Yeah.
So let me reshape my brush. I'm going to reload with, I want to make sure I have a little dusting of pink on there so as the white dispels, it comes
Okay.
out. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to fix this.
Fix.
I'm on the corner edge right here, and I'm just delicately touching my rose. Another thing you might do is if you're losing it because it's too light, you can come back with just pure quinacridone. See that?
Ooh. And we're going to give a major round of applause for Ian, the Off-Kilter Crafter.
Hi, Ian!
He was a playing part of Ink Giver on YouTube. So, big art high fives to him. Thank you, Ian. He's part of our wonderful community in Lightkeepers.
Very fun channel. Does a lot of Cricut projects and really cool crafting projects.
Mm-hmm.
Thus the Off-Kilter Crafter being a clue to what he might possibly do. And he was in America's Funniest Home Videos.
Mm-hmm.
For being funny. Hashtag YouTube Live. So I'm just adding this highlight to things.
Yeah.
And see how it's creating another depth to what I've got. Now I don't have to do it to every little rose, right? You can come back and have a little yellow on there in white and come back with a little yellow and white too. Doesn't have to be pure white. You can change that up. Still doing the little strokes. See? On the corner, curving around.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to press too hard, I might lose some of my
Delicacy.
delicacy.
I'm paying attention.
You are. For somebody that doesn't paint, you know a lot about it now.
I can backseat paint like nobody else.
Like nobody's business. You know, we really only have like one thing after this to do besides sign it.
Yep, I know. I've been watching. Just her little hair thingy.
You're getting so good.
I watched. I did.
So when you're in a place, you just go on your roses to when you're happy. If you're finding yourself, here's an experience to avoid. If you're finding yourself, you know, my son, some creative people have this where there's a lot of stuff you might not be aware that is in there percolating until you start creating and you're feeling that kind of anxiety and frustration. Take a breath, take a beat, let the paint dry. Acrylic paint you can paint over anything once it's dry. And sometimes just that little relax, that little give it a minute and then come back to the cabbage rose is all you need to find your way through. Also find good supportive friends that will point out a couple things in your painting that you nailed. Because it can take 10 paintings for it to all start to come back to you. Everybody has imagination. You just got to find yours.
Yeah, and you can join us and find out more information at theartsherpa.com.
Yeah. We got nice people. Good place to have a first painting. People are really cool about it there.
There you go.
I'm going to come here and add a little bit of the flowers.
Oh, let me get up there where you were. Hold on a second.
Okay. I'm just doing the same thing I had before.
Your little camera's scrolling up there. Oh,
So you
there
can
it
just
is.
see I have the quinacridone and the white. Not particularly mixed on my brush. All messy. All relaxy. And I'm going to do dabs. Down, down, down. Not stress over it. Because she's not stressed. She came to this party knowing she's fierce. If
Yes.
it's too uniform, get a little dab of the white. Come back and add a highlight. And that's all it takes to create interest there.
Oh.
Now you're ready for the most fun part, which is your signature.
And I'm going to, while you're signing that, I'm going to tell you something awesome.
I'm ready to hear something awesome.
Because we've got almost 700 likes on Facebook and almost 700 likes on YouTube.
You guys are the best. Thank you for spending New Year's Eve with us.
We've got like 500 people here hanging out in the room here on YouTube with us and a couple hundred over there on YouTube.
You got to hit the bubbles, babe.
Oh my gosh.
Let's bubble out.
We
Bubble
do.
it out.
You sign that up and then, you know, I'm going to say thank you guys. I mean, because I couldn't say thank you enough.
There'll be a
for
new
such an
awesome
day.
video for you to do Tuesday, and we will be back live on Thursday. Hey, buddy. Okay. Hey, buddy. We'll be back live on Thursday and on Saturday.
So you get that signed in there.
For those of you that have been waiting, it's going to be time to turn in those pairs. But we'll tell you about that Thursday. I'm going to put my little signature in. I like to use a detail brush. And this is some fluid paint. And I'm signing along my dress to add interest. You go give Daddy a hug, Spider. I know the bubbles. They're like the Pied Piper for you.
Hold on, I'll tell you when.
Okay.
He's going to be in charge of those for me. So
he's a good bubble blower.
Is he?
Now I'm going to add a little pink to my signature. I like to do my signatures where they seem like they're part of the painting. They're part of the composition. There's a lot of thought in signature.
RoboCam just can't quite see over there.
There we go. Nice little happy.
There it is.
Happy signature.
Little Sherpa signature.
Sometimes if I feel like my brush is getting away from me, I'll rinse out and reclaim it. That's what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, we did it. We did it together, guys. We had the 4-hour live paint yesterday. I could use some bubbles, buddy.
Push the bubble button. Wait, hold it. There you
go. He's like, I have all the power and none of the bubbles. I just hope 2017 is the year of unity and compassion and joy for everyone, and that we find ways to even be better to each other, more creative, more blessed, more centered. I just want every good thing for every one of you out there. It's our one little rock in the middle of space, and I'm just so glad to be sharing it with all of you. You guys are awesome. I will see you at the easel really soon.
Love you guys.
Happy birthday, sweetheart.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you for all the happy birthdays. It's been a fantastic day. And I'm gonna leave this broadcast at the end of the year on this note that I love my job. I love hanging out with you guys. I love being here for you guys. I love all of this. I couldn't be happier, couldn't ask for a better thing in the world to do. So thank you for making this possible. Love you guys.